What is going on YouTube? It is ya boy, Sir Jorge the Great, bringing you our draft analysis for the International Competitive Pokemon League, also known as the ICP. This season, guys, we have yet another new logo. If you guys do not follow me on Twitter, please make sure you do, as Sir Jorge the Great. Actually, most of my handles on every social media site is the same, Sir Jorge the Great. Make sure you follow me on Twitter because we have a brand new logo, and I am excited to be using it for this final season of Generation 8. It's been an interesting run. We really haven't had the best of luck in terms of our seasons. But anyways, I'm getting further away from the point. Actually, before even all that, make sure you do hit that like button down below and subscribe if you have not already. You know, our channel has been kind of, we've hit this plateau in sub count, and I feel like, you know, draft is coming back, baby, and you know, if you guys want to be a part of my channel, make sure you are subscribed. And leave a comment down below if you're excited for this final Generation 8 Draft League, because I do plan to be back in Generation 9. Right now I'm just trying to enjoy this final season, and I'm also doing school stuff. So regardless, back to what I was really originally trying to say is our team names. So in the past, we have gone by the San Eggies and the Flygon of Guadalajara. Today, I would officially like to begin the brand new team. So we're gonna have 3 logos, 3 teams that we founded. We're gonna found Los Crams, which is a literally Cramorant replacing the new Mexican logo. I love Cramorant. I love using him in Unite. They are my main. I just wanted a logo with them. I have a logo with Eggy. I have a logo with Phalanx. I need a Cram logo. And then whatever Gen 9 Pokemon that comes out next in November. Anyways, we're about 2 minutes into the recording, and we haven't even mentioned about the draft. So this was a point-based system, but we have the bonus of having GMAX. So as a final farewell to Generation 8, we do want to give a big nod to how the season started with big Pokemon. So the league allowed us to draft 1 GMAX Pokemon and things like Urshifu Single Strike, and actually I think that was like the most broken thing on the board was Urshifu Single Strike GMAX. So they allowed that, but they didn't allow like Chlorophyll Venusaur or like Solar Power Charizard. I guess they're a bit too broken. Going into the draft, we had, ya boy, we did it, we had the first round pick. So we got whatever we wanted from the draft board, and I actually had a Twitter poll go up asking what you guys would like to see me try out. So I had Urshifu Single Strike, I had Rillaboom GMAX, I had Charizard GMAX, and then I had Dragapult. Just because I have never used Dragapult in a Wi-Fi league, and I wanted to try it out, but you know, he might be back in Generation 9, we'll see. With that, Rillaboom actually won the poll, but Kahoot had DM'd me, he's number 2, and he was like, hey, are you thinking about getting Rillaboom GMAX? And I was like, you know what, this league is meant to be fun, I will refrain from getting the Rillaboom GMAX. And I almost went Charizard to go with a Leon draft, but I knew I probably was not going to get that Dragapult coming back, so I felt like there was no point to it. So instead, we got our boy, One Punch! We picked up Urshifu Single Strike. I've called him Serpo in the past, but because he's Gigantamax, I gotta call him Saitama, man. Our friend over here, costing us negative 25 points. So it reduced our draft budget by 25 points. I think we had 130 originally, so now we went from 130 to 105. But we got Urshifu Single Strike, man. That thing is a freaking menace, because with its ability, Unseen Fist, and then his Gigantamax move, Protectus does not work ever. It's crazy. Like, it doesn't. I think even the GMAX move like ignores like the damage reduction from Protect, and it goes through the Max Guard too. So my opponent brings their GMAX Pokemon and they go for the Max Guard, it's not gonna work, and I hope people forget about that, because I've forgotten about it. Anyways, that's gonna be our first round pick, and you know, this is a snake draft, so essentially we're number 1, and then you can go down the list up to 16 to pick again, and then come back all the way. So we have pick number 32, if I did that right. We have pick 32 and 33. So again, back to back. No, yeah, 32 and 33. I can math. So going into the second and third round again, we're handpicking. We're handpicking because we can pick 2 Pokemon at the same time. I think we had the same issue in the BBR, and I got Eggy round 1 in. We got Eggy round. First overall. Anyways, I wanted to pick up some threats, and a Pokemon that did come to mind was like Aegislash, and I was like, interesting, because Aegislash is such a diverse and just very flexible Pokemon overall. You can run it defensively or offensively, and I was like, I kind of want it. So we got it. We got Bloodlust, the Aegislash, and yeah, I'm very much excited for Aegislash. I wanted to pair something off that could help out the Urshifu Single Strike, especially with like a fighting weakness and that fairy weakness. I want to have a consistent switch in for those fairy types and for those fighting types, and Aegislash allows for that. He is immune to the fighting type hits, and he is resistant towards the fairy type hits. So, and also he resists flying, which is another weakness for Urshifu. And I think that's pretty much it. So Aegislash covers every single weakness for Urshifu, which is fantastic. And in turn, Urshifu can take those dark hits that Aegislash does not want to take, and so I was like, perfect. We have this really great code going on, very offensive, very, very in your face, and I'm very much excited to try Bloodlust out. Going into round 3, again, back-to-back, and I wanted to pick up another Fairy Resist just to make sure that Urshifu could feel comfortable going for the max Steel Spikes, going for the GMAX Final Blow. I think that's what it's called. It might pop up on the screen. And so with that, we picked up our boy, and shout out to my boy JV. We picked up 15 round 3. It's a fairy. It is a fairy, but it's a fire psychic type Pokemon. 100 base. I can't talk. God damn it. It has base 100 stats across the board. So pretty diverse. Again, just like Aegislash, you can run the bulky, but really it's a very offensive Pokemon with moves like V-Crate, Searing Shot, Bolt Strike, which is Zekram's signature move, or what? Or actually, I guess it is his signature move, but Victini can also learn it, or whatever. Victini is very flexible. It can Wish Pass, it can U-turn. With the Victory Star ability, my moves are 77% or 7% accurate, I think. So like a move like Focus Blast now has a 77% chance to land, which is far better than 70%. Actually, I'm sorry, it's a 10% increase. There we go, that's what it is. I'm really liking this team so far. It's very offensive. I want to pick up some more defensive pieces in the coming rounds just to, get the ball rolling. So going into round 4 now, this is pick number 48. Pick number 48. Because multiples is 6. I might be wrong. No, I'm right. I do math for a living. So going into round 6, so Mario was helping me, Mario B33, go check him out, please. He was helping me draft in the early stages of the picks, and he was like, hey, you need another, you need a good ground switching, because Aegislash and Victini are both ground weak, I will admit, so I wanted to pick up a resistant or an immunity. And I realized this Pokemon was on the board, and it's one of the biggest threats to Urshifu, like a regular Urshifu, and that is the Hack Goddess herself, Togekiss. I picked up Togekiss my very first Gen A League, and I'm picking her up again, excited to use her again. She is a nuisance to my opponents with the Searing Grace ability. It doubles the percentage of secondary effects going on, so a move like Air Slash goes from 30% to 60%, so I'm more than likely going to flinch you if I'm going for Air Slash. If I'm running that, I can run Hustle, who knows? And I very much like Togekiss. It gives me another Wish Passer, it gives me a Defogger, and ultimately, it takes away a threat from the board for Urshifu Single Strike GMAX. With that out of the way, that's one less thing I have to worry about later on this season. It's also forming my Fairy Dragon Steel Core. It's very nice because Togekiss is immune to Ground type hits, which is what Aegislash is weak to, and it's also, resists the Dark type. It resists Dark types for Aegislash again, so again, it's just some good compatibility with those two. I think that's all I'm going to say about Togekiss. I'm going to move on to the next pick, which is a grounded type Pokemon, a grounded poison type, and I've never really used this Pokemon per se. I've seen my friends use it, and they seem like they enjoy it, and that's going to be Nidoqueen, El Rey. I think I'm using a different nickname on Showdown. But we got Nidoqueen. He is a fantastic Pokemon. He gets rocks, he gets T-Spikes, with a Sheer Force ability. All my moves get boosted by 30%, with secondary abilities. So Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Sludge Wave. They all get boosted, Earth Power too. And they all get boosted with Nidoqueen's ability. And so he's just gonna hit like a freaking truck, man. Again, we're back to the ground weakness, but I hope that we made it up in our later picks, and you'll see that soon enough. But I won't speak too much about that. We'll move on to round 6, and that is going to be Lycanroc Midday. I really wanted a fast Pokemon. Cahoots was also DMing me. He gave me some suggestions, and he was like, look, you need a good base 110 Pokemon, and we need another rocker, so I picked up Lycanroc just for that, for rocks, and I guess it gave me some offensive presence. And yeah, Lycanroc's fast, it can get up rocks, it gets great priority in Excel Rock. Unfortunately, it's not the dust form. I did not want to invest into the dust form. It was a bit too pricey for me, personally. And so yeah, it does have the fighting weakness, but again, we have literally 4 switches of fighting weaknesses. So I think we're pretty much covered when it comes to fighting weaknesses, which is fine. And I think my next 2 picks at least make up for the ground weakness that my team kind of does have. Regardless, I'm excited to try Lycanroc out. I've never used it myself. It's not my favorite Lycanroc form either, which kind of sucks, but anyways, going on into round 7, pick number 65, I really wanted a ground immunity. Like, I did not want to be ground weak at all, and so I was looking for a dragon type, and I was also looking for a ground type. Or actually, no, I lied. I don't know why. No, that's a lie. I'm lying to you. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking for a ground type. I was looking for a dragon type specifically, and I was actually looking at Zydoji initially before I picked up Lycanroc, but I decided to go for this Pokemon instead, and that is going to be our boy Jajulis, the Flygon. It has the ability to levitate, meaning that it cannot take any ground damage. So again, works well with Aegislash. Gives me another rocker. Gives me another pivot Pokemon with U-turn, which is fantastic, and gives me the dragon type, the dragon typing that I needed for this team. It also is immune to the electric hits for the Togekiss, which I think is fantastic. And yeah, it has another switch in for the fire type attacks that Aegislash does not want to eat. So I think my Fairy Dragon Steel core is very solid. We're lacking in the Fire Water Grass core, which we'll work out. We're gonna work out in the next few picks. So yeah, going into round 8 and 9, picks 72 and 73. I just wanted to get bulk. Like, I didn't care what I got. I was going to get bulk. And so, forming our very defensive core is going to be Tangrowth and Vaporeon. Tangrowth is very nice because it literally soaks up every single freaking ground type move imaginable. It goes, bro, did you just like shift the ground? I didn't feel it. And then Vaporeon is a nice water immunity for the team that we kind of needed as well, for the Victini specifically, and the Lycanroc. Also, it's a good Scald Switch in, which, sure, Urshifu was always critting, but the burn residual was kind of annoying. So, I really like these 2 pickups. I didn't mean to get Tangrowth specifically. I should have gone down to get Tangela to get another, like, more highly valued pick. But, your boy drafted Tangrowth first, so there's no backing out in it now. And so, that leaves off with 2 points for the draft. I didn't know what to get. I'm not gonna lie. I was, like, scrolling through all the points. I'm like, what can I get? And I figured, hey, it could do stuff. People have done stuff with it in the past before. So we picked up the little battery. We picked up Charjabug. It gives us webs, which we didn't have before, and it's just a cool little guy, man. I don't know if it's ever gonna come to a game, but we do have access to webs, which is nice for Urshifu because Urshifu isn't the fastest Pokemon. So being able to just say, okay, now I'm faster than you, I can just go, boom, like so who knows? But that is going to be the squad. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, draft is on the rise, folks. And if you want to be a part of this stream boat, then subscribe, man. I don't know why you haven't. I will see you guys for week 1 of the ICP. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. And again, I really support this. I appreciate the support you have been giving the channel, y'all. You guys have a fantastic day, a fantastic Sunday, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.